And that's where our story begins. And oh boy, is it going to be a fun one. Forgive me because I haven't done a project like this in a while and I've had to redo this section a few times, so if I missed something, I really apologize. My goal isn't to critique a game from 2009, but I don't feel like I'd be doing it justice if I wouldn't, at least talk about a little bit of my feelings. Fable as a series would definitely be very hit or miss for me. I love the story of Fable games. Fable 2 is a really great example of what happens whenever you do a game right. However, I think the dialogue, maybe, or the humor, made me feel either awkward or uncomfortable or uninterested in a game that I feel like should mainly focus on the story. Of course, again, game from 2009, it's gonna be that way. But the reason I'm here is to talk about my personal experience. I saw the game was on sale, and I've posted a lot of old clips from the game, and I didn't think it would be fair for me to just leave it at that. So here's my personal Fable 2 experience. After what I would definitely rank as the oddest introduction scene I've ever seen in a video game, we begin our life as a child in Albion, with our sister Rose. Unfortunately for us, we're quite poor. But even though we are poor, we still have some dreams left.
Oh, look, little sparrow. Castle Fairfax looks so nice in the snow. Imagine the grand dining hall. I bet Lord Lucian's having roast duck this time of year. But he must be really lonely since his wife and his little girl died. In that big castle, all by himself. If only we could live there.
After we investigate a commotion, turns out some mystical Murgo guy is selling a music box that can grant the user one wish. For only 5 gold coins. Sounds pretty legit to me. And a blind woman also believes it's pretty legit.
There's no such thing as magic.
Stuff we had last year.
We live in grim times indeed, if the young are too world-weary to believe in magic. Most children your age believe eagerly.
Look, I can see your eyes are bad, but I'm telling you, that music box is rubbish.
That's what the seller thinks. He has no idea what he stumbled upon. But you have an inkling, don't you? Some part of you wants to believe it's magic.
What? You really think it could be?
For 5 gold coins, you could have your answer.
For 5 gold coins, we could eat for a week.
Listen to me, Rose. At the end of that week, you and your little sparrow would be no closer to your dream, no closer to the inside of that beautiful castle.
Well, I hope you know where this
It
is
is
going.
real.
We do some basic tasks to get 5
bet
gold,
we
such
could
as finding
have-
some warrants, taking a picture, helping a drunk
We
guy,
have to.
killing some beetles for a shopkeep,
Mother
and helping
will
a
be
man
very
fall in
cross
love
if she
by
finds
giving a
you
letter
here.
to his fiancée. Once we do all that, we buy the music box, which puts us right back where we started.
I wish.
Well, that was a horrible failure. I guess it's time to give up and go to sleep. Now with the dog, that I forgot to mention. My bad. Nope, just kidding. Turns out Lord Lucian wants to see us in his castle. Let's see what the guy wants.
Let's go to the castle.
Here we are. Lord Lucian, the children are here.
Children, it's come to my attention that you have some sort of magic box. May I see it?
It vanished, my lord. We were winding it up and we made a wish and then it started to glow and it disappeared.
After you used it?
Yes, my lord. The man who sold it to us said it was magic.
The box is of no interest to me. What's remarkable is that you were able to use it. What was your wish?
Oh,
Well, speak up. What did you wish for?
to live in a castle like this one.
Perhaps that could be arranged. I'm working to rebuild... Well, I'm working on something wonderful.
Lord Lucian instructs us to stand on the giant glowy circle because he thinks that we might be heroes. Turns out, we're not exactly the type of hero that he likes.
What are you? Wait. There
My
was
lord!
something
What happened?
here. There was...
What's that light?
Quiet! You're heroes, but you're not any of the three. One of you is the fourth.
What's happening?
This isn't what I wanted. But nothing must stand in my way.
No, wait! Don't! No!
I can't allow you to live either. I'm sorry.
Turns out our life is miraculously saved after Lord Lucian diagnoses us with main character syndrome. It only takes 10 years for our adult self to finally decide the best thing we can do is avenge our sister.
Ah, there you are. And your faithful friend, too. Many years ago, I promised I would help you avenge your sister's death. That day has come. Today, you leave the safety of this camp and seek out Lucian. The journey will not be easy.
Let's rock! You're it now!
With all this newfound equipment, of course I can't forget the classic.
Take this.
I'm sorry, what is this? Why does she look like that?
It is a powerful artifact, the kind of which all heroes once carried. It will grant you access to places others cannot go. It will also allow me to talk to you when necessary.
We were assigned a quest to unlock our hero power by going through some tomb, because apparently we didn't already have our hero power. The only issue is that we had to assassinate a couple of beetles. Now hold on, what am I doing here? Well, I'm absorbing experience from my enemies. The main one I really need to focus on is the green ones and the yellow ones. The green ones are general experience, while the yellow ones typically mostly have stuff to do with marksmanship. And I really just plan on doing a marksman run this time. And with that, we enter the Heroes Guild room and are able to finally unlock our hero power that, again, we apparently didn't have before.
Yourself in strength, skill, dex. Excellent. Well done. Now you are ready to begin your journey. Use the Cullis Gate.
We can finally go to the city, is what I would say, if we could finally go to the city. But we can't, because bandits are running amok, and they're causing the roads to be blocked. You know what that means?
No one defies Thag the Impatient. I'll gut you myself. I'll give you 3 seconds to get ready. No, wait, 2! Oh, sod it. Ah!
This boss fight is already pretty easy on its own, but with the Dexterous Styles 1, which is rolling, and my marksman idea, it basically made this the easiest boss fight I've ever had.
follow and wait expression. News. I'm afraid I will be delayed for a while. In the meantime, you should buy some new equipment and prepare for the challenges ahead. But you'll need money. If you need money, there are jobs to be found. I believe the blacksmith has an opening.
On the topic of things I like about this game, jobs are really fun. It's basically its own little mini game. Unlike how in Skyrim, say, whenever you want to chop down some wood, all you gotta do is press A once every 3 chops. In this game, you have to press A 5 times to make one sword. And it goes faster and faster, and you can make more money the higher chain you get. I just think that's something that should be applied in a lot more games. It just makes the menial task more enjoyable.
I have returned. Meet me by the clock tower in the main square. I apologize for the delay. Events are moving quickly indeed. Think about your life. All the places you've been, the people you've known, everything you've done. How many moments, how many memories. Thag and his men, they had just as many. And now they have none, because of you. Do you feel the weight of responsibility yet? Your enthusiasm will have its uses, but mind it does not consume you.
I'm sure you'll be a great
Come. The world is better off without Thag, and certainly Bower Lake is in your debt.
The blind lady tells us that Lord Lucian's master plan is to use the spire to make a wish to do who knows what. But I'm going to imagine it looks something like this.
Centuries of civilization were wiped out in moments. Its people erased from existence. Some say that this was the first wish, an end to a hollow and corrupt world, and for a purer one to take its place.
She gives us some fate cards that basically explain that we need to find the other 3 heroes before Lord Lucian does. And that the first one's a Noak Vale. But you know we gotta get our style checked first.
Oh, it's expensive for a reason. There you go. Come back anytime.
Hope you enjoy it.
Since we delivered those warrants, turns out the Bowerstone Old Town isn't poor anymore. But who cares, because we'll probably never show up there again. Besides the usual bandit encounter, the only really interesting thing that we saw was some hobs. What's a hob, you ask? That's an interesting question.
Oh, look! Another traveller! Want to get to Oakfield? You'll have to swim, lovey.
Yeah, jump!
Jump! Jump! Jump!
I'd always heard the stories, you know, that hobs carry off children and turn them into more hobs. But those are just stories, right? Can't imagine.
Just like pretty much every other enemy I've encountered so far, the hobs weren't too hard to take care of.
See if you can find another way in while I try and get this door open. I was too late. It was... I turned my son into... And I always told him those stories were made up. They were true.
You should get out of there. Head for the surface, quickly.
The first thing I thought when I heard that was, no way, Jose, because I wanted all that experience.
and get...
Great, we made it to Oakfield. The whole thing with Oakfield is that they have an acorn that grows into a tree that keeps the land fertile. Every once in a while it dies and leaves one single golden acorn that has to be planted and watered by some, like, holy water or something. So every, time this happens, they send out 2 monks. However, since the abbot's daughter is one of the monks, that he wants to send out some, brave adventurer. Turns out that you're not famous enough for that. And guess how you get famous? You kill some bandits.
Get lost, you damn dog! Go chase a chain of sausages, you vicious mutt!
Well done. Your actions continue to shape the world.
I skipped the bandit fight, it wasn't that interesting. Time to meet our first hero, though.
Ah, I knew my lovely singing voice would bring the crowds. So you're my escort then? My father said you'd be coming by. Hey there, boy! Hello! Oh, you're a strong, handsome fellow, aren't you? I feel better having you with me in that cave. Yes, I will.
For this quest, we had to go to 3 different locations to fill up the giant vase of water. The first location had absolutely nothing happen.
Don't talk much, do you? Right, I reckon that's all the water we're going to get from this one.
Well, when I said nothing happened, I meant nothing happened until we made our way back.
This is where you come, right?
Once again, my enemies didn't stand a chance.
Nice shot! I hope you've got enough ammo. That's it. Bull, back to the central chamber then. Where on earth? Hey, come back! Who knows what's on the other side? You think he's all right? What you got there? Ugh, that is disgusting.
That also means it's boss fight time.
Oh my.
Well, I thought this boss fight was a lot more interesting than the other two. Turns out it didn't last half as long.
Wow, that was amazing! Lords of Light, bless this water, that with it we may give rise to new life once more. As new life rises, so shall we. What is it?
It's your father, one of Lucian's men. He's holding him hostage at the temple. He's got a gun.
I have to save my father!
Spoiler alert, she doesn't.
No!
Don't make me kill you too.
You idiot! You stupid fool! I could have stopped him before he... I'm sorry, Father. Not that I broke my vow. I'm sorry I didn't break it sooner. I never did fit in at this place. We both knew that. And now I'm making a new vow. Lucian will die for what he did to you. I won't break this one.
Is that it then? My father's gone. The golden oak is flourishing again. So now life just goes on as before, does it?
The other monks may believe that, but your eyes have been opened.
Where did you come from? Who are you?
Someone who can tell you much about Lucien. Where he is, what his plans are, and how you can gain your revenge. If you will listen.
I want to know everything.
Then come with me, Sister Hannah.
Call me Hammer.
And just like that, 1/3 of our task is already done. Now, considering the video length is already 20-something minutes, I'm not going to try to squeeze the rest of the story into that. I'm just going to make another part.